Hey everybody, doing another 6-inch figure from the Spinmaster Batman line. This one's not from the Creature Chaos Wave like the previous ones. This is, I don't think there's a specific name on the packaging for this one, but it does have a much bigger tech focus. Obviously, we're looking at the Joker. This is not the first time they did the Joker. He was one of the first figures they did. I never picked it up, though, because the face printing on that one wound up just looking a little bit too, honestly, soft and friendly. The lips just sort of made it look like he was a normal, happy, smiling man with some weird colored hair. It wasn't my cup of tea, but this one has fixed that problem. I can already tell that the face is much better. He looks sinister. The other big difference between this one and that one is a lot of the accessories that you see that are physically on him. The other one was just a pretty straightforward tux with nothing else, whereas this one has a utility belt. It's got some dynamite strapped to his leg is what this looks like. It's got a knee pad. It's got some sort of ammo belt on his other leg. Now, your mileage may vary on how much you want Joker with big, heavy accessories. I know some people are going to be more purists. I've seen Joker with things like this enough. The Injustice 2 gear system gives Joker a lot of this kind of thing. All the way back with the DC Universe Online trailer, I know he had some tactical stuff strapped over his normal suit. So it doesn't bother me. The face was a much bigger deal breaker on the old one, so I was very excited to see this one and very excited to get into it. But before we do that, I would like to point out the accessories on the side here appear like they're going to be somewhat translucent again, instead of being opaque. I much prefer the opaque ones, but the last two figures I've looked at had weird marbling in there, so who knows? We'll see. Maybe these will be better than those. We will find out. On the back, you can see some other characters that are available. You've got Batman in his rebirth costume. Looks like that's not really changed much. They've probably tweaked it a little bit from the first version, but not too much they need to do. There's also Bat-Tech Batman, this Robin with some subtle Tron lines going, or nanotech. It honestly reminds me of the Batman Beyond suit. Anytime it would take damage and you'd see some of the internal wiring, that's what that looks like. It's also a Battletech version of Batwoman. I'm not a huge fan of just all that blue in there. I feel like they should have given her red, since red is sort of her color. Then we've got the Joker, which is this one, and we've got the Riddler, who, unlike the others, does appear to just be straightforward. Don't think there's any big techie stuff, although he's a big techie himself, so he makes perfect sense for this wave. We've got a rare blue Batman, who looks pretty cool, and a super rare Trends purple Joker. Now, the accessories are going to be in here on the side. They've sort of compacted everything just a little bit more for the packaging. The Creature Chaos ones, and I believe whatever was the wave before that, had it sort of out to the side so you'd unfold it. There was a trading card, is what it called it, that I never wanted to keep. So I'm much happier with this as a simpler package. The only problem is I'm not sure how to open it up, so I may have to trim some footage of me just fiddling around with it. I'm just going to start pulling on stuff. Okay, that was not nearly as hard as I was anticipating. We will start off looking at the Clown Prince of Crime himself. So, we have this Joker figure, and I zoom in so you can actually see it a little better. I do quite like this one a lot. His face, especially, is exactly what I needed it to be, that the last time it wasn't. He's got this great angular sculpting in around his chin and his cheeks, even his nose. You can see the ridge in there. That is really fine detailing. You know, this is a figure that I believe these cost maybe $8. Maybe they were as much as $10, but I don't think so. So I really like the face, and that's the biggest, most important part of the Joker, if you ask me. The jacket itself, the tuxedo jacket, It's probably pretty similar to the original Wave 1. We've got the button-up shirt and the vest, and then the suit jacket with a flower. All of those are very layered, good detailing in, nice ridging around the side. I did notice here, I didn't notice in the box, but I noticed here he's actually got some bandaging around one arm, which is cool since they're going for like this big battle look. Having an arm bandaged up makes sense. It's a shame it's purple so that it's not as easy to see, but there's only so much you can do at a figure this cheap, so I won't complain about that. This one, I'm noticing the flexibility on the shoulders gives a good clicking, sort of like the Catwoman figure did, so there's very good posability. It's going to hold that pose very well no matter what you do. Let's take a look at his utility belt. The belt just coming through, it's a little bit too big and he's pulled it tight, is definitely very Joker. It's hard to say for sure, but it looks like clips for a gun. I doubt he's going to have any realistic guns in the accessories due to the controversial nature of guns and America's tendency toward them. We've got what looks like a ketchup bottle. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe some Joker acid. Some pouches. Here it looks like some flares or dynamite. Some more bottles of some sort. It definitely is very plausibly Joker. I have no idea what he's holding in here, but, you know, any kid's going to be able to imagine him pulling out whatever ridiculous thing, a laughing fish, a rubber chicken, doesn't matter, just guns, knives. Your imagination can do what it wants. Over on this side, we've got some more pouches on his leg in green, which it's actually a different green from his vest and hair, so that's nice to see. And his knee pad, which is just very makeshift looking. It looks like he found something and strapped onto his knee in order to defend his knee for some reason. I'm here for it. It very much feels like Joker would armor himself in such a stupid and funny way. Let's take a look at his accessories. There's his feet, if you're into feet, you weirdo. Let's take a look at his accessories next. All right, our first one might be hard to tell at first in the color green, but I actually think it works pretty well once you figure out what it is. It's chattering teeth with a bomb attached, just straight up a Looney Tunes old style circular gunpowder bomb and fuse. It's very clearly lit even, so his first thing is just a bomb that's going to just walk along and then just murder someone. So I like that. This might have worked better in opaque, like I was saying. In fact, the previous two figures had these bright red accessories with like black speckled in there, which I wasn't fond of. However, it would have worked perfectly for this one because it would have been bright red, but it would have been kind of dirty looking. It would have been fine. That being said, I feel like just vibrant, almost neon glowing looking green because of the translucence, I think that works for the purposes of this one, though I would have wanted something a little bit redder. All right, let's take a look at the second one, and we've got another translucent green, which thankfully just works with the Joker. It's actually a subtly different color. This appears to be a punching glove that you can strap onto his arm so he can punch from further away. It's a little different in execution, but imagine from Batman 1989, he's got the big spring-loaded glove he uses to smash a TV at some point. Like, I imagine that's what it is, so he can punch you at a distance. Still very Joker. This one, I have no problems with the color. It's fine for what it is, and it looks good. It's immediately recognizable. I hadn't even pulled it out, and I could tell what it was inside the packaging. So far, so good. We're doing much better, even though these are translucent. Last, and keeping the trend, And okay, so I made a reference to him having a laughing fish in his accessory belt, and I didn't, or in his belt there as a kid imagining, but he actually gets a big old smiling fish. I was not anticipating that. It keeps the green going. This one's that color instead of the somewhat brighter color here, but that honestly is fine by me. It works very well. I'm going to swap hands, put the bomb in this hand. The chattering teeth bomb. Yeah. And the fish in this one. And all in all, we have what I'm going to call the tactical Joker, which honestly has jumped up to be one of my favorites I've picked up from Spinmaster. I think this one captures the spirit of the Clown Prince of Crime. He's absolutely terrifying in the face, but he's wacky everywhere else. Again, he's got a fish, he's got a chattering tooth bomb, he's got a punching glove. Like this is exactly what a Joker figure like this should be. It can be dark or serious for some kid who wants to be dark or serious, or it can just be wacky and clownish for a kid who doesn't want that. Like it straddles that line very well. If you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like. You can subscribe to see more. I've got a couple more of these figures set up. I'm going to have scheduled out. If you've been watching these, there's 2 more coming your way, currently ready to go as of the time you're watching this. There will be plenty of other items here on my channel. I do a lot of entertainment, gaming, a lot of superhero stuff. If you enjoy that kind of thing, I would definitely appreciate you checking some of that out too. Stay safe out there, guys.